What's going on, guys? In this video we are going to be working on making our very own parcel shelf for the S13, and we're going to show you the steps that I take to get to that. Pretty much the same steps as the rear firewall, but it's a little bit easier because the shape is a lot less complex. So I already got the cardboard templates cut out, but let me show you guys exactly how you should do it, the process or the steps. Like I said, I already got the templates cut out, but pretty much you start off with your piece of cardboard, just any normal piece, and you kind of just lay it out to how you want it. And I'm doing mine in two separate sections because that is how my firewall is. It's two different sections, and we're gonna do the same thing back here just so it matches the firewall and it makes it easier to get in with the cage right there. Pretty much, you get your cardboard, lay it where you want to go, and start cutting little by little till you get the desired shape. Once you cut away enough to where it fits exactly how you want it, so I'm going to have it right at the edge there, all the way along here, comes close here, fits nice and tight there, right where the windshield's going to be. Then you got your template that you can transfer onto your metal. So you can either do this in one piece. I have a cage and it's going to be really hard to get one whole piece here once I have a windshield. So we're doing it in two different sections, as you can see right there. Then once you have your template cut out, you can go ahead and lay it on your material, trace it out like I did here. You got two of them, and then you can cut it out. As far as material, the material you used, it kind of just depends on your preference, I guess. I don't know if there's a specific material you're supposed to use for this. But for my firewall, we ended up using some stainless steel. The thickness, I don't know, to be honest with you. And for that parcel shelf that we're making in this video, that's actually aluminum. As far as thickness goes, I don't know. I'll measure it in a little bit. But yeah, kind of just, it's up to you what material and what thickness you're going to use. I wanted something not too thick and obviously not too thin to where it just will wobble. This should be about an 1/8 inch thick. So that's what I'm using for this parcel shelf. As far as the firewall, let's see if I can even get something to fit in here. I want to say it's about an 1/8 inch thick as well. It's harder to tell because it's already butted up against here. But yeah, I want to say the parcel, my firewall, the wheat thing, is about an 1/8 inch thick as well. Alright, so now that our thing is all traced out, let's go ahead and just cut to it, get the angle grinder out, and then just start chopping off what we need, and then go from there. Alright, so as you can see, we got the first one cut out here. It's the basic rough shape. I still need to clean up the edges, but if you take a look here, we just slide it on in, line it up to the edge there, roughly, and yeah, there you go. We got our basic shape covered. Obviously, there's going to be window here, so this didn't have to be perfect. You're not going to see that. This edge does not have to be perfect as either. I made it to where there's a little bit of a gap because I didn't want it to be too wide, and then when you try to put a windshield in, it'll get in the way. So right now, the windshield line is like right here, and it goes up, so we are good the way it is. The main thing was I wanted to make sure we had a straight line here and a straight line on the joint. That's why I used the corners of the sheet to make this. But as you can see, it sits back here, it flattens everything out. So let's go ahead and cut out the other side of it and start figuring out how we're gonna bolt it on. It's all bolted on. I didn't clean up the edges yet, so we still have to take it back out and stuff. But as you can see, we got it bolted there, 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 and here. It ended up being a lot more of a complicated process than I thought it was gonna be. These three were super easy, but trying to find, that one was easy as well, but trying to find this one was a challenge. And I'm just gonna go ahead and time lapse the other side, and then I'll kind of, once I take it back out, I'll explain to you guys how I did it. So let's just go ahead and cut to that. right there, we got our parcel shelf made. So let's go ahead and look back here real quick. You can see we got 2 bolts there, one there, and one there, matching it on the same, matching the same bolts on the other side. And let me go ahead and pop this off and explain to you guys what I did to bolt it down. So pretty much we did end to end, and then we measured that, cut that in half, and that ended us up with that one right there. And then we also did just all the way up as we could, because anywhere the plate stops here and all of this stuff is too far down, so we ended up doing these holes there, so same on each side. And to get this hole right here, we measured center point to center point, cut that in half, which is like around here-ish. Then measured to get to here. I kind of messed up and didn't measure properly and went a little too far. So if you take a look here, you can see it's actually kind of like in the indent, which is not the end of the world. It still works, but I was aiming for it to be in here where it was all nice and flat. So with doing this side first and learning my mistakes, did the same on this side, end to end, same right there. And then this in here, cut that in half, we ended up with that one. And then we did this one, center point of the middle one, center point of this one, ended up around here. Measured it out, measured it twice this time, that way we, you know the old saying, measure twice, cut once. That's what it is. So I measured multiple times and got it where it needs to be. As you can see, it's there, not in this edge like that side is. So that's pretty much how we drilled that out. You guys watched that in the time lapse. So now that we have it all out and we know it's bolted on and in the right shape, we're gonna go ahead and get the angle grinder with the flap disc and go ahead and clean up these rough edges. But yeah, now we went ahead and scuffed them up. We're going to go ahead and paint that, but I'm not going to film any of that because you guys have seen me paint stuff a million times. So, that being said, my hair is probably a mess, but that's how you make your own S13 coupe rear parcel shelf, and it's pretty much the same thing for any other plate block off type thing that you want to do. So, yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out. We'll see you guys on the next one.